The sun is shining today. No, for real. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We have another reaction video. In this reaction video, I know it's going to get up under my damn skin, but anywho, if you are new here, join the family by subscribing. We have enough room over here. We have enough room. And if you are returning, you know how we like to do it. Let's get straight into today's reaction video.
Daughter's teacher is a pedophile. This is the story time of how I found out that my daughter's teacher is a predator. Was a predator. She's not her teacher anymore, obviously. So my daughter had just started her 5th grade year at Rivercrest Elementary in Hudson, Wisconsin. Throughout the year, Kylie made a couple comments to me about how, Miss Faust favors the boys in her class. How Miss Faust hates all the girls. How Miss Faust only chooses the boys for things and never chooses the girls, things like that. And, when you're that age, I think everybody's against you. So I kind of just took it with a grain of salt and was like, all right, tuck it in my arsenal for later. But whenever Kylie would have friends over, her friends would corroborate the story. So I know it wasn't just Kylie making this up. Well, fast forward, we're a couple months into the school year and Kylie comes home from school and she goes, oh my God, Mom, Miss Bergman got arrested today. The cops came to our school and arrested her. So there was a Miss Bergman's class, Miss Faust's class, and then there was a third 5th grade class who isn't really involved in the story. Kylie was in Miss Faust's class. So she comes home, she tells me this and I'm like, why? And she's like, I don't know, the cops just came and they took her. So I get an email from the school district telling me that Kylie's teacher, effective immediately, her teacher is placed on leave. I go to Kylie and I'm like, Kylie, what happened with your teacher? And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, it says that she's no longer with you guys. And Kylie's like, I have no idea. And so me thinking it must have to do with the other teacher getting arrested, because what are the odds those both happen in one day? Later that day, I get an email from the district detailing why Miss Bergman was arrested. Then I started putting two and two together and I'm like, okay, I bet Kylie's teacher knew and didn't say anything about it, which is already bad enough because time goes on, more and more come out about Miss Bergman, the first 5th grade teacher that got arrested.
Madison Bergman broke down in tears, and get this, police found 35,000 texts and 100 graphic love letters that she exchanged with her victim. I wanted to just grab your face and push you to the floor and make out with you, goes this.
You have to be fucking sick. Oh my God. We sending our kids to school with motherfucking predators.
Let's be clear here. This child is a victim. We had 35,000 text messages with this child. Apparently, she was really close with his family, and so that's why she had his phone number. I guess she went on vacation with them or something. I don't know. And it all came to light because the mom overheard a phone conversation her son was having, and she was like, "Who are you talking to?" And he fessed up, and so she went through his phone and she found everything, and that's why they came to the school and arrested her. In my head, I'm still thinking, okay, Kylie's teacher just didn't report it.
Yes. At this point, throw away the fucking key. Lock her ass up. Throw away the key.
Guess what? Months go by. This is kind of the talk of the town. Hudson's not super small, but it's not super big either. The school year ends, summer begins, yada yada. Then I see court documents that are just released, and the Hudson School District told us about this. They sent us an email over the summer saying that there's been updated charges to Miss Faust, which was Kylie's teacher. So I'm like, I gotta read this because they still to this day had not exactly told us why she was then placed on leave. I'm opening up these court documents thinking, okay,
I think every parent deserved an explanation. I think that they should have called some type of big meeting for parents that wanted to tune in and told them exactly what was going on. But I don't know. I guess it was being investigated, so they really couldn't tell much because the investigators haven't told much. But oh my God, crazy work.
Thinking, okay, I'm sure it's just what I was thinking. Wrong. She has 4 pending felony charges in St. Croix County. It was failure to protect a child, mental harm to a child enticement, sexual misconduct. So I'm reading through this court document and it says that apparently Kylie's teacher also had a student of her own that she was preying upon. It didn't give us the name. Obviously, he's a minor, so it just gave us the initials. So I say to Kylie, do you know anyone in your class that had these initials? And she goes, oh my gosh, yes. She says, I know exactly who that is. She was always making him stay behind at lunch to like eat lunch with her as like a special treat. She would always make him hug her at the end of the day. She was always favoring him. And, you know, of course, hindsight's 2020. So she's starting to like tell me all these things. She goes, oh yeah, Mom, I forgot to tell you. Right before Miss Bergman was arrested, one of my friends came out of the bathroom and ran up to me and said, Kylie, I just saw Miss Bergman and the child she was preying upon kissing. So Kylie ran and told her teacher and was like, Miss Faust, so-and-so just told me they saw this. And Miss Faust said, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure they just saw wrong. You're a liar! And of course my daughter, you know, she's 10, 11, and so she's like, okay. And she trusts her because she's an adult. And
These fucking kids know what they see at 11. You literally caught dismissing what that child saw because you know that it's fucking true. Disgusting. Just evil.
we're supposed to trust adults when we're that age. Going through this court document, and I'm seeing all these things about how she pushed this child up against the wall after class and made him kiss her. He felt extremely uncomfortable around her. You know, there was a lot. So then I'm at work the other night, a couple weeks ago, and my sisters send me a news article. And there's more. So apparently, after Kylie's teacher was placed on leave, she went and found a nannying job over in Minnesota and preyed upon the children there too. She got charged with third-degree sexual.
That is exactly why you have to research these people before you bring them into the schools. I don't know if the background checks even she was getting away with it for a while, or literally became a teacher just to do this shit. Because I'm pretty sure they checked her background. But the nanny part, did the parents check her background or pull anything up to see any of these things? Imagine you hiring somebody to take care of your children in your home and something foul like this happened. Like, oh my God.
Third-degree sexual misconduct with these children that she was nannying for. So because there are hundreds of news articles on this, I asked ChatGPT to go through and just summarize it. So I'm going to post it here for you guys because it's a lot to explain. But essentially, these are the new charges that she's now being charged with, along with the ones that she's being charged with here in Hudson. It's a lot to process, because I think back to those interactions I had with her and I'm like, was there any signs? And really, no. And that just goes to show you that it truly could be anybody. I mean, there was 2 teachers at the same school preying upon these children that were 10, 11 years old. And for reference, this is what an 11-year-old boy looks like. Okay?
What's up, brother? Skibbity toilet.
What? I will never understand it. Court date is actually coming up in the next couple days, Miss Faust says, and it will be very interesting to follow along and see what comes out, because I'm sure there's more. And one thing that I cannot get over is imagine spending your life and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go to school to be an educator and dedicating your life to being a teacher, and you can't even make it through your first year teaching. You can't even make it through your first year teaching before you prey on children. Fucking creep. And you know that girl wanted to be a teacher so that she could prey on young boys. You know that. There's no way that this was the first time that she had these thoughts. Absolutely not. And you know that she purposely went into that profession so she could prey on young boys. So yeah, that's the story of how I found out my daughter's teacher is a pedophile.
No, I definitely agree with what this mother is saying. I believe that woman literally went to school to teach children to prey on them. There's no way. She's right. There's no way that this woman just out of the blue started teaching and then started preying on the kids. It had to be people that never came forward. I guarantee you it's something that happened along the way that she have already done but never got caught for. This is crazy. And then the sick part is not 1 but 2 teachers at the school. And not only that, her daughter told another teacher that was one of the ones that was literally preying on children too. Sick as fuck. Just sick. These two people had to know that both of them was doing this type of stuff to the children. Like, I wouldn't even put it past them if they were friends or something before teaching children. I wouldn't put it past if they both went to the same college. I wouldn't put it past if they both knew that each other was preying on children and decided to work together. And then you want to have the audacity to look in a 11-year-old face like she's 2 years old and tell her, oh, I'm sure they misunderstood or they didn't see correctly. They not fucking dumb. These 11-year-olds is smart as hell. They saw what the fuck they saw at the end of the day. I cannot imagine how these parents feel. I would be livid. I would have went up there to the school asking every single day what's going on, what's happening, like we need an update, like come on, because it's two teachers at your school, so y'all need to let us know. And then to think that this woman goes and get a job while she's already having existing charges, goes and get a job as a nanny and do this same shit to other children. Yeah, they both exactly been doing this way before now. Like, it's no telling how many other victims that they have. How many other victims that they have. Like, I'm so fucking heated and pissed. Can't get my fucking words out. Can't get my words out. You have to literally listen to what your children are saying, especially in them younger grades, them elementary school and stuff, what they saying about these teachers. Because if they saying that their teachers showing favoritism and kids know what favoritism is, be careful. Tell your children to watch out, but be careful. Like, because, yeah, you never know if they preying on these kids. Showing favoritism in the classroom and thinking, ain't nobody gonna notice, it's crazy work. Crazy. All of them fucking text messages and stuff. Thank God that little boy mother finally realized something ain't fucking right. And that little boy came out. Because he probably really didn't even want to be in that predicament in the first place. And the audacity and the thought of this woman knowing the family and also being around the family is just even more creepier. Y'all drop down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel. Remember what I said, we got room over here. Subscribe to this channel. Join the family, y'all. Join the family. And if you are returning, you know I really appreciate you guys. I really do. And you know how we like to do it. So don't forget to like and comment. Share this video out. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.